TheBasedEllie here, and today I am bringing you some more UU laddering. I am currently about 1400 on the UU ladder. Nothing to sneeze at, you know, not too impressive, but I kind of want to get to the top, so this is going to be me getting good at UU. This is a team I built around a month ago now, before the suspect test, the Victini suspect test, and it's done me some good. The only thing this team struggles with is lead Aerodactyls and Mega Aggron, and just generally just quite stally teams with Mega Aggron or Cresselia. That's the only kind of issue I have with this team, so I may end up changing some things around if we do encounter those kind of things on the ladder. But let's go down through this team again. First off, we have Adamant Mammothwine. This thing is such a good wall breaker in UU. Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Knockoff, Ice Shard is really good coverage. It 2-hit KOs Vaporeon and Milotic. Really good. Adamant Life Orb is just fantastic. Nothing can really freely switch in on this thing. Ice Crash just does so much damage to everything. It almost OHKOs Mandibuzz. The fact that it's just almost OHKOs is just disgusting. That just shows how good Mandibuzz is. And Knockoff is there for Cresselia switch-ins. A combination of Knockoff and Icicle Crash will take it out, I do believe. It does just disgusting damage, and it just breaks so many cores in this tier. Next up, we have Tunak. We have Heliolisk. Love this thing. We have it expert belted because it bluffs the choice item. You go for T-Bolt, they go into their, like, a Crocodile or their bulky ground type or whatever. You go for Focus Blast or Hyper Voice, and depending on what range it's at, it's gonna die. Because you will outspeed it, unless it's Scarfed, obviously. You will outspeed and just bop something. And this is my Suicune check, basically. Suicune. I should pronounce it properly. I don't know how you pronounce it. Fucking fuck out my face. This is my check to Suicune, basically. And Volt Switch is on there for initiative. Next up we have Troy the Entei, Choice Banded, Sacred Fire, Flare Blitz, Stone Edge, and E-Speed. E-Speed is really good to have on this team, because other than that, I don't really... Other than Mammothwine and this, I don't really have much priority, so Choice Banded Adamant Extreme Speed is definitely something spooky. Next up we have Healing Wish, Seed Flare, Air Slash, Earth Power, Shaman. I may switch up Air Slash for something like Psychic. We shall see. Originally I did have Tailwind on here, but then I couldn't hit stuff like Hydreigon and just all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I might switch out Air Slash for maybe Dazzling Gleam or Psychic. Depending on situations on the ladder. Next up we have Choice Scarf Supplements, because every Hyper Offense team needs a Choice Scarfer, in my opinion. And Choice Scarf Moxie set is really good late game to clean up. And then last but not least, we have our Ezelf Hitler, our Suicide lead. I have Magic Coat on there for other leads that like to carry Taunt, or Fortresses that have Custap Berry and Sturdy and Spikes and stuff, so Magic Coat's fun. But yeah, Magic Coat is basically on there for other lead as elves, and what's the word? Aerodactyls. So anyway, that is the team. Let's look for a game. It may take a while because finding one at the top of the ladder always does, but we did find one straight away, which is great. This guy, oh, nice and people joining. Okay, so this guy's likely going to lead with his two rockers. Looking at his team, he has 3 potential Scarfers, and that's spooky. Assault Vest user is going to be a pain in the dick. I don't see him leading off with Pidgeot. Mammothwine is a really good lead for me, as he's going to end up leading with Machamp. Probably predicting my Azelf lead there. I don't really have much to switch in on a Dynamic Punch, which is not great. I'm not going to count this because I know Earthquake will not kill. I kind of have to go to Shaman here, but... I could equally go to Azelf. Get up my rocks. I can't OHKO this Machamp, like, not even slightly, so he's gonna get the Confusion, which is really annoying. If I do go down here, it's not the end of the world without getting up my rocks. It's fine. I will explode here because he... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna T-Wave here, actually. Because if he defogs, it gets rid of his rocks, but his scored is fine. Explosion wouldn't have done much if this is physically defensive. I can now come in with Mamo and just go for Earthquake. I have no reason not to, really. If he goes into Pidgeot, he's taking rocks. That's just gonna fucking drop. This is why Mamo is so good in UU. Okay, so bit of a rusty start, but you know, not the end of the world. I should probably turn my music down because it's hella distracting me right now, but it's fine. Let's make sure everything is okay, fine and dandy recording. It is, okay. We've been recording for like 6 minutes now, that's cool. I'm actually going to go ahead and ignore spectators because people are in the chat and distracting. So I have my tea here, nice and Heisenberg. So I do need to keep this around for the Ments. However, I do have my own Scarf Ments in the back. What do I see? I do think that Chandelier is scarfed. Maybe. I can't stay in here. I need to keep this around for Crook. Because Scarf Crook is an issue. That's gonna fucking do so much damage, Jesus. If he has Bullet Punch, it will take me out here, but I just need damage on this with Seed Flare, as he's actually going to end up going out into Salamence, which is completely okay. Was he the Intimidate set? He was not the Intimidate set. So I have no reason not to go back into Mamoswine right now. I'm actually going to go for Earthquake, predicting the switch into Shandy. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna go for Earthquake, which is a ballsy play, as he actually ends up going into Crocodiles, probably Intimidate. Earthquake is gonna do a fuck ton of damage. Hopefully Ice Shard will be able to take it out from that range, which it does. So the risky play did play off. He's gonna go into Pidgeot. I don't know where that. He could Roost right here. Ice Shard will not be taking it out. He could very well go for U-turn or Heat Wave right now. Or just Hurricane. Either way, Heliolisk is a solid. It's not really a solid switch. He's gonna have a Scarf in the form of Ments or Chandelier. So honestly, Heliolisk probably won't be doing much for this game for me. So I am gonna switch out because the Intimidated Ice Shard will not kill. That's gonna do pitiful damage. I really expected that to do more, to be honest. I will go for Thunderbolt here because I've got no reason not to. He's gonna get a crit, which is absolutely fine. He's probably gonna threaten me out with Machamp. He's actually going to go into Chandelier. I'm completely okay with that. As I'm going to end up getting a crit, that probably mattered. Sorry to my opponent. That kind of sucks. He might go for Roost here, so I'm going to go for Focus Blast. As he's just going to end up revenging me with Hurricane. That's completely fine. I think from here I can just spam Outrage and win. That's fine. So I can go for Outrage right now, kill this, and get my Moxie boost. If he goes into Ments, it's probably Scarfed, but it'll be a speed tie, and I do have my Mamo around, so I can just go for Ice Shard. As he does end up winning the speed tie, which is completely fine, because again, I have my Mamoswine. I will go for Earthquake here, as he does end up switching into Machamp. That was a bit of a risky play if he stayed in. I did have E-Speed on the Entei, so if he did kill me, I would have killed that appropriately with the Extreme Speed and then probably have lost to Machamp. But that was kind of a 50-50 play as he did end up making it, so that was a good play in my favour. So climbing up the ladder, 1459. That guy was 1516, so you know, playing some top people on the ladder is quite fun, so. Let's look for another battle. Mamoswine was definitely my win condition that match. It did destroy that man's team. Okay, so this guy's got Gobo Rain. Nice and Gobo Rain. This is something my team gets completely destroyed by. I will go lead with Azelf as he's gonna end up leading with Aggron. Interesting. Okay, I will go for... What do I have for this? I just lose to Aggron. I just lose to Aggron. I will go for Rocks, because they do hurt his team somewhat, as he's going to end up going for Head Smash. And he's going to take a fuck ton of recoil, which is fine. He's not Mega. which is good, as he's gonna get up his rocks there, which is absolutely fine. So that's Suicide Lead Aggron, very interesting. I can appropriately revenge this with Entei. And then he's probably gonna come in Toxicroak, maybe go for Sucker Punch, or appropriately he could come into Tornadus or Heliolisk. But I have no reason not to click Sacred Fire right now. I was gonna take out the Aggron. As he's actually going to come into Kabutops. I have no qualms going for Sacred Fire right now. I can't afford for this to set up a Sword Stance. I need to get a burn on it. Do get the burn, which is nice, as he's actually going to go for Rapid Spin, which is absolutely a-okay. Rocks aren't on my side to field now, which means Tornadus can just keep coming in for free. That's not great. Okay. I don't want to switch into Heliolisk because the Earthquake is very obvious. I could equally go to Salamence here. I switch out first, which means... Oh, he's gonna go for Stone Edge and just fucking destroy me. That was poor play. That's okay. I lied, that's not okay, because now I get outsped by Tornadus. That's okay, because I do have 2 forms of priority on my team. I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt right now. Bluff the Choice Scarf, or Choice Item, and bait him into the Swampert, basically. Unfortunately, I don't have Grass Knot on this. I probably should switch Grass Knot up for Focus Blast, but then Focus Blast won't hit Umbreons, which is what's on there for. We'll see. Oh, well, the server's been disconnected, probably because the server was restarted. Okay. Okay, so let's reconnect to Showdown. I have 3 Twitter notifications right now, and I really want to check them, but I can't. Right, let's just copy and paste this here. Because Showdown just does this thing where it doesn't want to load. Is it loaded? Okay, it's loaded. Cool. I'm going to go for T-Bolt. As explained before, it will bait in the Swampert. Hopefully he'll manually set up the rain, which will be very, very amusing. As he's... Yeah, so it baited in the Swampert. This is definitely offensive. I have no reason not to go for Hyper Voice. He may scout for the Expert Belt going into Tornadus, which was a good play. That's absolutely a-okay. I will go for Volt Switch to take this out, as he's going to set up the rain. Not the end of the world. And I'm going to go into Mamoswine. If he comes into Heliolisk, I will switch out, bearing the fact he will have Grass Knot. Swampert doesn't get Swift Swim first turn, so I will be going for Earthquake. Actually, I should have gone for Ice Crash, but that's okay. So he doesn't get Swift Swim first turn, which is fine. Now I just get swept if he's got Ice Punch. Actually, I think E-Speed will take this out from here. I may sweep with E-Speed, because the rest of his remaining mons are very frail. My team is very weak to Rain teams and Stall teams, so the fact we could come out victorious on this is very interesting. So he's sacking something right now. He's either switching into Toxicroak or Heliolisk and sacking it, or he's keeping this into die. Which is going to be the case. I don't agree with that, because with the rain up, that would have outspent my entire team. He's going to go into Toxicroak. I have no reason not to go for E-Speed, as he's probably just going to go for Drain Punch. I should have switched out there. That was a poor play, actually. Because now I have nothing to outspeed Heliolisk. That is not good. I have to go into Shaman here and go for Air Slash, because this is the only thing that can take a Sucker Punch. What will do more? Air Slash will do the most. As he's actually going to go into Heliolisk, that's absolutely fine. This thing can't Oko me from where it's at. Dry Skin. I can just go for... Thunder's not going to kill me. He doesn't get the power, which is real nice, and I just take it out with the appropriate Seed Flare. I could be cheeky with the whole Sucker Punch ordeal, but I can't risk him going for Drain Punch right now. Do I want to be cheeky and go for a Healing Wish right now? I think I do. Oh no! He went for Drain Punch! Shit! Okay, well, I just misplayed there. That was dumb. That was real dumb, because I think I just lost. Depending on this thing's HP investment. Oh, just hang on! If this kills, it doesn't quite take it out. It's going to be a double down. But he's going to take me out with Sucker Punch. That was a very close game. I'd lost as soon as I went for Healing Wish. That was a very stupid play. I really thought he'd sucker that turn. But he called me out, he got me, so let's look for one last battle. Damn, that was a close battle, I'm not even mad. Okay, so that was a server restart, so finding this match is probably going to be a pain, so I'll cut to when we find the game. Alright, we finally got a game. Okay, see, he has 2 possible leads. Well, 3. He could lead with this, this, or this if it's scarfed. This is a very hyper offense team. My team kind of struggles with Mega Absol, especially if they lead with it. I do want to lead with Azelf, because, you know, 3 rocks and explosion on something. If he leads with Galvantula, that's a problem. He's actually going to lead with Entei. I'm actually going to Thunder Wave this. He's probably going to get the Sacred Fire burn because, yeah, it just happens. If he gets fully powered here, that'd be great. If I could not get burned here, that'd be fantastic, but he's going to get the burn, which is fine. I can come in now with Mammothsoin and go for an Earthquake. I don't see him staying in because E-Speed is going to be handy. So I will go for Icicle Crash in case he wants to go into Mints. As he's actually going to go into Nidoqueen, that's fine. That's just going to fucking drop. So that's really good. That means no T-Spikes or rocks on my side of the field. However, he's probably going to get up Sticky Web with his Galvantula. He's actually going to go into Absol here. He's probably going for Superpower. Knockoff won't kill me. If he does have the Superpower, then it's just going to take me out. I kind of need this for Mints, but I do have my own Entei and Salamence in the back. I am going to go for Earthquake, risking the fact he has Superpower, which he does. That crit does not matter in the slightest, but now I can come in with Salamence and click Outrage. Something is getting bopped. And I will outspeed his Scarf Hydreigon because, right, so that's going to drop, which is a-okay. He can now go into Galvantula, probably Thunder Wave me or just paralyze me with Thunder. Which is fine because I do have Healing Wish on my Shaman. So he's got to go into his own Salamence here. It's going to be Intimidate, interesting. And then he's probably going to switch into something else. But I fucking lived! That's Defensive Ments. Very interesting. Not even mad. Which means I will definitely outspeed with Tunak. And I have no reason not to go for T-Bot right now. I don't think he's going to switch out. Like, he's got no reason to preserve this. That's baiting in the Hydreigon now. He's going to bait in the Hydreigon. I'm not too sure what this guy's going to go for. I will go for Focus Blast. I do outspeed because he's not Scarfed. And I think that's the game because his Entei is paralyzed and his Galvantula is not very strong. Galvantula is very, very weak in my opinion. It's very underwhelming in terms of damage. It's only really good to do one thing. I've got no reason not to go for Thunderbolt right now. It's going to do a fuck ton of damage. Sacred Fire is going to appropriately take me out, which is absolutely fine. I can come in with Shaman here, go for Earth Power. Bug Buzz is probably going to take me out with Galvantula, that's fine. And I'm going to go for Earth Power to break its sash. He's going to miss a Thunder, which is very unfortunate. But it's a resisted hit, so I don't know why he didn't go for Bug Buzz there. Maybe he was anticipating my Entei switch in, which was the case. Bug Buzz doesn't even take me out. Very weak. Good game. I think that's gonna be the session, or the episode at least. I will be back with another part, but for now guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!